guys, what is going on? And today we are bringing you quite the exciting video. So AFL Evolution has been a great game so far. If you did not know, I'm sure you all do know that AFL Evolution has been an absolute hit throughout everyone in the community. They are saying it is by far the greatest AFL game we have ever stumbled upon. And then there are the nostalgic people that say AFL Live, not Live, AFL Premiership 2007 is a better game than this shit. What are we even doing? But hopefully this update puts a lot of those thoughts to rest from the nostalgic people. Okay, so basically what they're doing, they're dropping patch 2A tomorrow or today by the time you are seeing this, tomorrow by the time I'm recording this. 2A is coming out and patch 2B is to be announced, and that will be coming out at a later date. By the way, guys, we have a bit of gameplay from just a match that's coming up, the Queen's Birthday match between Melbourne and Collingwood this weekend for Queen's Birthday. So anyway, what we'll be doing is going through each and every single one of the changes that is being made to the game, and there are a lot of them. Now, I know there's a few YouTubers that got this out earlier, but, you know, I know a few people were planning on doing it, so I wasn't going to put it out before them, since, you know, they have the right to put up the video first, since they made it. But we are going to be going through my thoughts on everything that's going down, and I'll also be informing some of you guys who have not yet heard about all of the changes. Now, there are changes to the marking, gameplay, the coach career, the online, any career, and just some general fixes throughout the entire game. So let's get through this. There are a few major ones, a few minor ones, so I'm sure there's something for everyone in here that will make someone happy, and I'm sure there's a few things in here that will make people go, ugh. So let's get to it. In the gameplay department, this is all off of AFL Evolution's Facebook page, by the way, they have made adjustments to the advantage rule. I believe this is a good idea, since it was a bit all over the shop for a while now, and I've just been waiting after a free kick is given away, like, is this going to be advantage, what's happening, and then a few seconds later it's sorted out. So yeah, this is a good one. Hopefully it fixes it up a bit and improves, and it's more smoother and everything. An added time window where no advantage can be claimed by pressing the L3 button. I actually did not know about this. I just played the game, but apparently a few people have found a little exploit, and AFL Evo will fix this one up. They've also, turning over the ball during this time will automatically trigger no advantage, so no advantage if you turn over the ball during this time. There are adjustments to the interchange and AI stamina usage to increase the number of interchanges that occur. This is one where I just have to sit back and say thank you. I was sick. Like, what's the point of having a bench? In my Melbourne career that I did on stream, for example, we had a few great players on the bench, such as Clayton Oliver and Christian Salem and people like that never got a go in the career, since I couldn't fit them into the team, and the interchange just didn't happen. If you wanted to do it, you'd do it manually, but that just takes too much time and will turn a 10-minute game into a bloody, I don't know, 13-minute game, and no one wants to sit there, and when they want to make a change, they go, options, down, 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 you know, it's just too much of an effort, and thank God the AFL Evolution have improved this to give all the players a go. And, you know, I was just sick of the interchange not being a thing. Like, what's the point of even having an interchange bench in the game if it's not being put to use? And thank you, AFL Evolution, for this. Hopefully it actually works. They have decreased the kick charge times for the difficulties below medium to allow quicker kicking. Thank you. I attempted a few challenges, and it just felt like the kicking was so slow that I couldn't get to the massive point margins that I wanted to. For a video, for example, I wanted to make a video, the highest score ever in AFL Evolution. Couldn't do that because the kicking was just unimaginably slow, and yeah, it was just crazy. So thank you for fixing that one up, so I can actually probably go ahead and make that video now. So thank you for that one, Evo. They have fixed an issue where players were not reset in the third quarter, including the pro player being put back on. I'm not too sure about this. I don't do much of the pro career or anything. But the next one is fixed an issue with AI goal kicking accuracy on all difficulties except legend. Thank you. Thank you. I was playing on the hard difficulty, as I do, and they were just missing shots from the square. They do on any difficulty, except Legend most likely. I haven't even played on Legend yet, because apparently it is crazy hard. And yeah, they were just missing goals from the goal square. Like, I know sometimes players miss goals from the goal square, which happens in real life, but it doesn't happen every single time, now does it? It doesn't. So, it actually has happened. A few players who are wide in front the last few weeks have missed, but just saying, it's not realistic. AI goal kick accuracy should now be more realistic for all difficulties, which is just a bit of an expansion on the last one. 50-meter penalties now have a grace period where the player can leave the area before the penalty is being called, and the player indicator will flash when you're in the penalty area. The AI is more likely to be called for holding the ball and throwing the ball. I don't know, I guess there's already a lot of holding and throwing the ball in this game, but sometimes it does not pay ones that are quite obvious. So yeah, I want to say thanks for that one, I guess then. This is a controversial one and possibly one of the biggest changes to the game. Maybe, I know there's a lot of gameplay changes in the game, but added 3.5 minute and 7.5 minute quarter length options. This just makes me feel like there's too many quarter length options. So you got 2.5, now 3.5, now 5, now 7.5, and now 10 minutes and 20 minutes, I believe. That is 6. And I don't know, I just don't feel as if 3.5 and 7.5 are necessarily necessary. What am I, bloody Daniel Radcliffe with these alphabet aerobics? I just don't think it's necessary, to be honest, but it could be alright for the players who don't want to play massively long games, don't have time to play 5-minute games or 10-minute games, and don't want to play 2.5-minute games because the scores are too low. 3.5 could be the one for them, and 7.5, I'm not really sure who that caters to. Maybe the people that think 5's too short and 10's too long. I don't know, I'm sure there's someone out there that's like, you know what, 5's too short, I want to play more football, but 10, that's a lot. I'm not playing that much football on my PlayStation device. So, I don't know, there we are. The backs and halfbacks are now less likely to leave their man when set to the defending tactic. That's a good one for the people who use the tactics, and it might encourage me to actually use the tactics. Since I don't already, I do not use the tactics, if you didn't know. Adjustments to the marking. They've adjusted the player mark timing to make it more consistent. Player mark timing should now be more forgiving on easier difficulties, which is good for the beginners who are just getting started with the game. The mark circle now flashes blue at the optimum timing to release the mark button. That's pretty crazy, to be honest. It flashes blue. I wonder how it will actually look, if it will look okay, but yeah, we'll just have to see that one. That's obviously a big change to how it all looks. The listed player and the rookie player career. Personally, I don't really play these because I don't find them fun. If I wanted to play something, I'd play competition or career mode or online. Coach career mode, that is. But yeah, I don't really play this, but I could end up playing it in the future. I know there are a lot of people out there that actually play this. They've added the option to simulate to the next appearance when fatigued in-game. Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! This might encourage me to actually play it, because I played it a few times and I had to watch a game for so long. I had to sit there for about 20 minutes in between whoever my creator player was going to come on, and it was just painful. I was just sitting there watching it, and I'm like, why is this not like 2K? Why can't you just, at the press of a button, simulate to when you're back in the game? So thank you so much, AFL Evolution, for that one. You have just saved just about every player career mode player's life. That's a tongue twister. So thank God for that change right there. They added the ability to plead guilty to a 1-week tribunal tribunal charge. Yeah, I said that right. I thought I messed it up. And they fixed an issue with the pro player being injured or suspended at the end of a match that could lead to extra quarters and a crash. I actually heard from Jezza in his video that he heard from someone else that they had a fifth quarter in a game, so seems like Evolve seen this and fixed it up. On the coach career, there are a few little fixes / updates / new things involved here. They made the AI more selective about the trades at the end of the season, and about the trades that it will accept in the coach career, and they lowered the value of draft picks in the eyes of the AI. So basically, if you have played out to the end of a season in the coach career, you will know that when you do the trades, they accept anything. They just accept absolutely anything. So you can get like Nat 5 and put in like 3 70 rated players, and bam, you got Nat 5. So I guess they've changed that. So good on them, I guess. Made the game a bit harder managerial wise. They adjusted the severity of suspensions to make them more realistic. Good on you, thank you for that. A lot of realism coming into play. They fixed the home grounds for club being incorrect in future years of career mode. Thank you, thank you. That was messed up. I just want to say it was messed up, so thank you. And the next one is a massive thank you as well. They fixed the excessive numbers of draws in simulated games. If you guys know, I do the AFL Evolution tips / predicts video series on my channel, and basically there are so many draws it is not funny. So it seems like we'll be having a fix on that. Thank God. Team stats should have more influence on the winner and point margin of the simulated games. Good on ya, that helps a lot. They lowered the overall rating for AFL draft players, which is awesome. You could just draft players straight out the draft who had massive ratings and get massive in the future, so thank you for that one as well. They fixed an issue with heights and weights not correlating to draft positions. Ruckman should now be taller, so Ruckman won't be like little boys like some of you may have seen in the past. They fixed some issues causing duplicate Guernsey jumpers. Thank you so much for that. I meant to say numbers, not jumpers. Thank you so much for that, because we had like four fours on a team at one time or something in my Supercoach team. We just had a crazy amount of fours. So thank you, this should not be happening now. They've made some difficulty adjustments as well. They renamed easy to very easy. I can see how that's going with that one, because the easy difficulty is kind of very easy. They added a replacement easy difficulty that is slightly harder. They added a new difficulty called challenging in between medium and hard. They added a new difficulty very hard between hard and legend, and some adjustments to the AI pressure calculations. This is like the quarter length. I think they're going a bit over the top here with challenging very hard and very easy. I don't know, I just feel like there's too many options here, so yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. I think Legend will still be very hard, and it is still the hardest difficulty in the game. I still think that will be crazy hard, but yeah, I'm not too sure about all this. We're going to have to see how it goes. People have been telling me to move up to Legend from hard, so I might move up to very hard. We'll see. We'll give challenging a shot as well, see how hard that is. Because apparently hard hasn't gotten any easier or harder, so challenging should be in between medium and hard. We'll see how that goes. There's not much of a difference between medium and hard, if I'm honest with you, so I wonder how they fit that one in there. They would have had to make changes to pretty much all of the difficulty options. In online, they fixed an exploit with maximum weight players in gameplay, so people would just make massive players and win everything. They fixed an issue where the ball teleported after a bump in online play. This has definitely happened with me in a game with some friends. They fixed a multiplayer desync where a player fumbled the ball only on one console. Haven't quite experienced anything with that, but yeah. Oh, actually, no, I have. So, yeah, I think we've all just about experienced all of these. They improved the mark lag compensation to reduce ball delaying in the air. That happened all the time. The ball's just stuck in the air for ages and all the players were just moving around in a contest, like bumping each other weirdly. Marking contests should now be more even between both players in online play, and improvements to tackling in high latency conditions. So those are the online improvements. The general fixes, I'm sure you were all expecting some general fixes, as there are in every update of every game. Some adjustments to control and tips instruction screens. They fixed an issue that could cause the ball to hang in the air. They fixed an issue with the umpire missing the ball up after a goal is kicked. They fixed an issue with not being able to sprint when waiting for a behind kick out. They fixed not being able to make manual interchanges as the away team in competition mode. I've played a fair bit of competition mode and I wasn't too sure about that, but seeing that now, they've fixed it for anyone that was wondering. The away team now runs onto the ground before the home team. I think that's a nice touch. They fixed the man in the match portraits being wrong when positions had been interchanged. Thank you. Some of them were a bit stuffed up, and now they've fixed that. I've seen a few of them be stuffed up in the past. Now that's been fixed, so thank you. The wind indicator option now correctly disables the wind indicator on the ground. They fixed an issue causing commentary at the end of a match about the opening bounce. So commentators would talk at the end of the match about the opening bounce. So that's quite a funny one there. They fixed some cases where the ball would get marked as it simultaneously crossed the goal line and it was paid as a mark. This is a big one. This isn't some cases, this is every case. The ball would clearly be a goal, it would clearly be a behind, and the player has taken a mark about 10 metres back. It has cost me online games, it has cost me regular season games in my coach career. This is a big one and hopefully it is fixed. I think this is probably my biggest complaint with the game that I ever had. And yeah, thank you, bloody AFL Evolution Jesus. Thank you, AFL Evolution Jesus, for fixing this one, and hopefully it is actually fixed. They fixed an issue where marks could be paid when the ball had not travelled 15 metres. There's no point in this one. The real umpires don't even follow that rule. They fixed an issue with commentators calling the wrong player names. I know that's happened a few times to a few different people. They fixed an issue with deleting downloaded teams that could lead to crashes and general instability. This has happened to me. I've gone and deleted teams or gone into the fan hub and done a few things, and my game has crashed and I'd be like, what is this, DBC? So yeah, that is a good one. The replay animation playback should now be smoother. They fixed some issues with the following trophies: silverware, the barrel, back to back to back, and tackle fest. They've made various other commentary fixes and various other fixes and improvements. They say, while we are hard at work at Patch 2B, feel free to give us further feedback and we'll do our best to please you. And that is exactly what they've done here. They have pleased us. They have come through and listened to people's feedback. They have seen people's comments, obviously, places. They have read them, they've taken them into consideration, they have fixed a lot of these changes, and obviously they would have been playing the game themselves, so they will have known what was wrong with the game, and thank God they have done some things. So what I want to say is, a lot of games don't do this. They don't listen to their community. I know some do, but look at 2K for example. They just do their own thing. People still say it's a good game. This year there's been a lot of people saying it's not the greatest game on the planet, so they didn't really listen to what people were saying. FIFA, a lot of the time, doesn't listen to what people are saying. Like, people were going hard for a new, better managerial career mode for a long time, and they didn't follow through. And there are multiple other games, as I'm sure you know, that don't just do their own thing, and I don't know, just don't change what people want them to change after the launch. But AFL Evolution have done the right thing here to keep their community, their small community, in the grand scheme of things with gaming. They've done their best to keep them happy, and I am happy about that. And you guys should be too, that they're actually listening to us, listening to our feedback. You'll probably say, oh, well, every game should be. A lot of games already do. A lot of games already do listen to their fans. which is good, but it's just especially good to see some changes happening with AFL Evolution that change the whole game itself, and the gameplay fixes and everything. I'm sure there'll be a few things in here that fail, and they'll be cleaned up on patch 2B or in future patches. So yeah, I'm sure we'll still have some problems with the game, but they have fixed a lot of them here. Anyway guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this new patch, if you are excited for it. It has already been out. I'm sure you guys are downloading it right now, most likely. And I probably will be as well after school on the Friday, downloading the patch. So yeah guys, hopefully you'll have enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to smash button and subscribe. Okay, until next time, peace. And thank you if you've made it all the way through this massive video. I didn't realize how long it was until just then. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.